Virunga National Park in eastern Congo is Africa's oldest national park and wildlife preserve. It is also the home of the last population of the mountain gorilla. On Tuesday, Park Director Emmanuel de Merode, one of Africa's leading conservationists, was shot, ambushed in an assassination attempt. A new documentary called Virunga has just made its world premiere. That happened Thursday at New York's Tribeca Film Festival. As the film explains, it's not the park's natural beauty, but instead its rich natural resources that make it one of the most coveted pieces of land on the planet.
My work is to manage the park to ensure that it's protected. Any oil-related activities are illegal.
All the armed groups will want their slice of the cake.
I think they're playing with fire.
It's the money that fuels everything. Blame God.
This isn't a war yet, but it could be soon.
Ça va barder ici.
The danger is near us.
The Congolese army is fleeing.
M23, ils sont là.
Fear has driven people out of these villages into farmland.
If we were to leave, we would lose everything.
The park itself is the only hope this region has. It's intense.
Orlando Von Einsiedel is the film's director. Congratulations on the premiere, and thank you very much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
First of all, how is your friend doing?
He's doing okay under the circumstances. I mean, we were incredibly worried. I literally just got off the plane here in New York when I got a phone call to tell me what had happened. And yeah, I mean, it was very worrying, but thankfully the bullets missed his vital organs and he's recovering well.
Before we get to the broader picture of this conflict, I mean, this is extremely dangerous work that he does. 143 rangers, if that's the term for them,
sure,
have been shot and killed, outgunned by rebels and poachers. It could have easily have been you, correct?
It could have been. I mean, but I think, I mean, you know, these guys, they're professionals, and I worked with them, and they always took very good care of me, so I felt I was in good hands out there.
Mm-hmm. But while you were there, you were able to capture some breathtaking shots of this very rarely seen part of Africa.
Yeah, I mean, Virunga National Park is one of the world's most beautiful places that so few people know about. It is, and that's just because there's been a conflict in the Congo for the last 20 years. It is, I cannot tell you how beautiful it is, and if there was only peace, then millions of people could go and visit it and experience the beauty that it is.
Now, most people, when they think about this conflict, we're talking about the natural resources that you're talking about. Of course, there's oil, there's the mineral that powers many of the cell phones
sure.
and laptops, cadmium or cadmium, whatever it's called, titanium, I think that's
Tantalum, yeah,
that's
and
right.
coltan, yeah.
This conflict that is driving bullets and artillery and blood, is there any sign that this could wipe this park out?
Well, there is a danger, but in recent months there's actually been a lot in eastern Congo where Virunga lies. There's actually been a lot of sort of green shoots of hope. The main rebel group in the area, the M23, they've been pushed out into Uganda, and so there is a relative peace at the moment. So much so that tourism has reopened in the park, and people can come and see the mountain gorillas again.
Talk to us about these gorillas. What is their population down to now?
There's just over 800 left in the entire world. They live on a thin band of forest at the top of a couple of volcanoes. So they are incredibly endangered. They are really, really, really special creatures. They're so soft and gentle. They have a lot of love for each other, and just being around them when you experience them, it's quite magical.
We talked about the dangerous work of these rangers and your friend de Merode. Why put your life on the line for these gorillas? Why does he do it? I mean, he certainly doesn't have to. He's a Belgian prince.
Sure.
Yeah.
I think there's 2 points. I think Virunga National Park is special for 2 reasons. I think the first reason is it's one of the most biodiverse places on Earth. So you have the gorillas, but you also have lots of other primate species and birds and all sorts of other animals. I think the second thing is that the park's potential isn't just about animals, it's also about people. And it really offers one of the best chances Eastern Congo has to pull itself out of conflict and for sustainable development.
We talked before about the beautiful pictures that you shot and the interviews that you got. Let's take another look at this amazing documentary.
Je leur ai toujours dit que vous êtes ma famille, mais nous avons aussi une autre famille à Rumangabo qui est composée de 4 enfants. They must not feel that they are abandoned. They must feel they are in the family.
Now, in another interview that you've given, you said that there perhaps could be a silver lining in this tragedy. How do you mean?
I think silver lining's the wrong word. I think that what's happened to Emmanuel, what it does is it highlights the dangerous work that these guys do, the sacrifices they make to protect this park. And I think that's the only thing that can come out of this. It's a tragedy. Mm-hmm.
And you said that he's recovering, he's doing well. Is there anything that he would like to see done to give the rangers more protection in protecting not just the land, but the animals that live there?
Well, I think at the moment, the big threat overhanging the Virunga National Park is illegal oil exploration. And so the reason this film addresses that issue in quite a big way. And I think the world needs to know about what's happening in this park and the threat it faces from that.
Orlando Von Einsiedel, thank you so much for joining us
and
telling your story about this remarkable film.
Thank you.
And this is Arise America.